Welcome back to the Caring Conversation studio, live from the Care Show London. We have a new guest in the studio.
Hi, yeah, Rahi here from Solar for Good.
Perfect. So, obviously, sustainability, solar panels, it's a really good thing for a care home to do.
Sure.
Let's talk through, like, why would you do it? What's the benefits of it?
Two main reasons, I would say. Number one, obviously doing your bit for the environment. We're under huge pressure as a nation, as a country, as a world at the moment to obviously reduce the carbon emissions. And more importantly, maybe for a lot of care homeowners, is to save money on their bills. Two of the main reasons why, we're getting inquiries for solar panels and why a lot of care homes are looking into it at the moment.
How sort of technically nerdy are you about solar panels? Me and my colleague Chris behind the camera, we often chat about kilowatt hours and different things, and we in our office measure. Chris knows if I've put the heating on too high in the office, so we keep an eye on it.
Yeah.
So like obviously care homes have lots of roof space typically.
Definitely.
If you've got a 40-bedded care home, what sort of generation power do you need to kind of cover your electricity costs in the
Yeah, sure. No, great question. I would say every care home is bespoke to obviously their energy needs and what their usage is. But what we're tending to find is the average 30 to 40 bedroom care home, you're looking at around about anywhere between 30 to 50 odd kilowatt system, which is the general norm for what most people are, for that size of care home, what they're using or what their requirements are.
Yeah, so if you're maxing out, you've got a good sunny day, you're generating 40 kilowatts, that's probably going to run most of the things in your home. Aircon, cooking, different bits and pieces, right? Lighting, fans, stuff like that.
Yes, definitely. Yeah. Around about that. So a 30 to 40 kilowatt. Remember, solar panels work on daylight.
Yeah.
So the monocrystallines, they work on UV daylight. So you generate all throughout the year. However, obviously during the summer period, spring and summer is where you maximize the generation. So yeah, what we have tended to find from case studies is during the summer periods, they're 80-90% self-sufficient. During the winter periods, it's a little bit, it's a lot less. But over the course of the year, there's savings of around about 40 to 50, 60% savings that you can make on care homes, which is great.
And then battery systems, care homes installing battery systems, not so much. Is the solar panels a big enough leap for them?
Sure. This is a great debate to have at the moment. We get into a lot of debates in relation, do they require battery storage or do they not need battery storage? It's a 50-50 argument. There is an argument, they use up so much electricity during the daytime that does it warrant, are you going to have enough excess energy to go into the battery and use it in the evenings? Again, it's bespoke to, individual care homes. But what there is now is during the off-peak hours, electricity prices are very cheap. So you can fill up your battery during them times and utilize it during the daytime. So we're tending to see a lot of that at the moment as well.
I saved quite a lot. I own a coffee shop as well as this business here.
Okay.
And I saved a lot of about 23% on my energy bills by switching to a system which gives me expensive electric between 4 and 7, when my shop is closed. So I've really saved a lot on the bill. So just being on a smart tariff can make a difference, right?
Fantastic. And at the same time, if you had a battery storage or solar and a battery storage, you can fill up your battery with that cheaper electricity at that time and utilize it during operating hours. So definitely worth having a look into. And we're tending to see a lot more businesses in the care home industry, the medical centres, pharmacies, inquiring. It's getting to a stage where they're getting fed up with the electricity bills now. It's two things guaranteed in your life. Your age goes up and the utility bills go up. So they are getting, they do want to combat that and look for alternative ways and be more self-sufficient and sustainable.
And then in terms of like funding, there's green money, right?
Sure.
Green money, but green money for green projects, right?
There is funding about limited. It's again bespoke to different areas and different councils and different associations. But there is some sort of funding about again, like I said, bespoke to different areas where care homes or local businesses can have a look into their local authorities and see what's about.
Perfect. So any other tips or thoughts for people considering something like this?
Definitely is the tips is have a look into your energy bills, see what you're paying. Contact companies like ourselves, Solar for Good, and energy audit. There are a lot of people out there doing energy audits. See and have a look where you can save money on your electricity bills. A lot of care homes, they get into their day-to-day businesses and they forget about the smaller things like the electricity bills and so forth. Have a look into it and see where you can save. You'll be pleasantly surprised how much money you can save. There's some case studies that we've done. We've done quite a few care homes, and there's case studies that, within 3 to 4 years they've broken even, which is great. So definitely worth having a look into.
I had a home that 2 years they broke.
Sorry?
I had a home that broke even in 2 years.
Wow.
So it's it can be done. So
It definitely can be done.
Thank you very much for coming to the studio.
Thank
It's been
you.
a pleasure to meet you. We'll be
Cheers.
back shortly with our next interview.